Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm Vox, and you're watching Tuned In, a cartoon variety show. And today we're going to continue our discussion of The Dragon Prince Season 2, focusing on an idea that's been lingering in the back of my head for quite a while. And of course, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen all of The Dragon Prince, click off now if you don't want to be spoiled. Now, Season 2 elaborated on two key points, fleshing out Ezran's ability to communicate to animals, and Callum discovering how to use primal magic, what seems to be the first time a human has accomplished such a thing without the assistance of a primal stone or dark magic. Both of these abilities the two half-brothers possess are nothing to sneeze at. They are absolutely out of the norm relative to the rest of the humans in the Five Kingdoms, and both of these abilities should be impossible to perform, unless these two aren't fully human. That's right, I'm putting that idea out there. Some way, somehow, these two princes aren't only human. They have some magical creature blood coursing through their veins. Now, arguments can be made for Callum that his use of sky magic can be boiled down to the fact that humans may have never applied themselves to dedicate time mastering primal magic. And there's also the fact that Aravos, the Star Touch elf, was able to master every variation of magic, including dark magic. Thus, magic does not have to be relegated to one type of elf alone, and can be taught to virtually anyone. But the thing is, Aravos is an elf nonetheless, so it's a bit more believable he's able to learn magic of other elf clans. However, unlike any of the elves, a natural affinity for any kind of primal magic is unheard of for humans. They just have to rely on their natural skills, their intelligence, their wit, their instincts in order to survive in this crazy D&D world. Thus, we're all pretty prone to ask, how could Callum and Ezran even have a quarter of elf or any kind of species in their blood? Well, let's take a look at the common denominator between Ezran and Callum, their late mother Sarai. While we don't know every nook and cranny about Sarai, we know she did value the lives of magical beings just as much as humans. With a lack of information of her background, it's possible she herself could only be half human, or come from a descendant of elf kind, lacking features such as her ears and finger count as a result. Obviously, she would have kept this a secret from the rest of Catullus, yet maintained such a passionate view towards magical creatures, while also remaining loyal to Harrow's decisions. Her true heritage may have caused certain abilities to pass down to her sons, causing Ezran to retain the abilities to talk to animals, while Callum awakens the ability to use primal magic. In fact, Callum wasn't able to use primal magic until having a literal fever dream involving Sarai. Sarai having elf or any kind of magical creature in her blood would also mean Amaya does as well, creating an interesting twist and story arc for the character, as she has a deep hatred for Zadia and elves. Perhaps that could be rooted in her upbringing, going beyond the circumstances surrounding Sarai's death. Let's look at another angle, however. Callum's father. It's easy to forget King Harrow is only Callum's stepfather. We know nothing about his true father. Once more, with that lack of background in relation to Sarai's past, it's possible Callum's birth father could in fact be an elf, in particular, a Skywing elf. Unbeknownst to Callum. While this could, again, make for an interesting twist, and seeing the impact on characters such as Amaya and Viren, it wouldn't explain Ezran. Ezran and Callum are both too unique in their abilities for it to be a coincidence, as they are both brothers, even if it's half-brothers. Again, think of the potential in the story if this secret got out. Ezran is now king, but would the people want a king who isn't fully human? On one hand, yeah, this could definitely help ease tensions and dissipate the prejudice between humans and elves, or it could allow Viren to rise up once more, organize a coup, and overthrow Ezran, fulfilling his original goal of assassinating the two princes, leaving him to become king. I don't believe these two princes are magically inclined, and that there's no correlation between the two actually being related and their mother. Season 3 of the show needs to come quick, because I am dying to see what happens next. But what do you guys think? Is there more to Callum and Ezran than what we know at the moment? Or could it just be one or the other? That only Callum has elf in his blood, and maybe Ezran is completely human, and his ability to talk to animals will just remain unexplained. I know there's also some pretty heated discussions over at the Dragon Prince subreddit, and while I haven't gone too deep into any, I did explore some threads to see what other people thought about this topic, and it's pretty mixed. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at RoundtableVids, and for my own hot takes, you can find me at Fox. We're also on Instagram. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us on Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable to never miss any great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Fox, out.